What's up, everybody? It's your boy JMR2K, right at you. Nintendo Switch game that uses a toilet roll as a controller. What we always wanted. Yes. Okay, so no paper is available to download now from the Japanese eShop. So there's a screenshot for this game. I wish I could make this up, but this is a real thing. Looks like they put the nunchuck. Looks like they put it inside the actual toilet paper roll. We're gonna have to look at this trailer real quick. They want you to get an actual board. I could make this up. What the hell is this? She's literally bouncing. Oh my god. So you need a toilet paper roll, which everybody has, but now you need like a sturdy little wood platform just to play this game. Okay, what is this right here? It's a different trailer. Let's take a look at this one as well. Never know with copyright music. So yeah, we have a toilet paper roll game for Nintendo Switch, so that's the thing. So if you have a Japanese account, I think you have to get currency though just to play this game. I don't read Japanese, so I can't really actually tell you what this word says right here, but yeah, that's the thing that's available right now. So enjoy your toilet paper roll game. Never thought I'd ever say that. Right here we have Dead Island 2. This game looks pretty damn crazy to me. From what I've seen so far, it's very light humor. I don't know if it's gonna really have much of a story to it, but it's a zombie game. Just kill some zombies, have a good time. As long as it has great combat, which it looks like it does. It's brutal. Like, look at that eye socket. It just came out of this this zombie's face. It's crazy. This game is gonna be brutal. It's not the only thing that kind of concerns me, but doesn't really concern me because after seeing this gameplay, is that it gets a different developer. It made from the people who made Dead Island 1, who actually went on to make Dying Light 1 and 2, which are more darker games, zombie games. They're fun to me too as well though. But this game is it's more vibrant and bright. It's supposed to be more like arcadey than like the Dying Light series, which is more like parkouring, platforming, and more like a dark story. But this game is supposed to be like balls to the wall goofiness, you know, like the original Dead Island was. This looks good to me though. Can't wait for it to come out. It comes out April 21st. Definitely getting this on day one. So look forward to gameplay for this game on my channel around that time as well. Oh boy, how the mighty have fallen. Destiny 2 reviews. I played it and I enjoyed the intro when I was playing with a friend, but apparently the game is like very super short, like between like 5 to 6 hours short. That's pretty bad in my opinion, especially that the game costs like $10, I think even $20 in some of the other expansions for like literally a smaller DLC. It's one thing if it's actually good. That's another story. A lot of people are saying, hey, this game ain't that good. Apparently there's a lot of plot holes in the story that don't go answered. Apparently it's just not as good as the Witch Queen story was. And I feel like I guess a lot of review sites say it's, besides lacking content, it's not very much. It doesn't really add to the formula of Destiny that much. So a lot of fans are like giving this DLC bad reviews. As you can see right here, mostly negative reviews. All reviews, literally 10 positive reviews out of, as you can see, 3,453 negative out of 3,463. So there's only literally 10 positive reviews for this DLC. Everybody that actually reviewed it went on this the Steam page and literally review bomb the crap out of this game. this DLC Lightfall. That's not a good sign for Destiny. So I guess you can technically say this is the first bomb of the year. Like, this is supposed to have been a big deal. This is supposed to have been like, probably like, I know Witch Queen like set a high standard, but the Witch Queen set such a high standard, improving the game flow, play, the story, and everything, that this came out and people expected top tier DLC like the Witch Queen, and what they got was I guess a piece of crap. Probably the worst DLC. Yeah, in fact, it is lowest rated DLC. And the Destiny expansion since they been releasing them. So it's a pretty sad thing to see. It sucks. It sucks for community, especially diehards. Save your $50. I think you can actually get the Witch Queen for like $15.99 on sale on PlayStation, Xbox, possibly Steam as well. So yeah, just save your money, and if you haven't like played those, just go download one of the other DLCs and let this Lightfall go down in price, because from what I read, it's just not worth it. So IGN wrote an article about 3 years later, next gen is finally about to begin. I don't know about 3 years later, because there's still a lot of like sports games, and there's still a lot of games being ported. So I don't know if it's exactly here. I feel like until like they literally stop just making every other game besides sports games, that it's actually not actually here, because there's going to be a lot of free-to-play games on last gen that get supported. There's going to be a lot of like smaller shooter games, adventure games that are still going to be ported. Look at Hogwarts. That stuff's being ported to Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it's exactly here, but there's more games coming out that are exclusive, but it's not like 90% of the games. Like, I don't even think it's barely even cracked 75%, in my opinion. So I wish it was at least 75%, but it's not. It really isn't. As a player who plays online, like, what will happen is, like, if you go play like a racing title that has cross-platform play, or like a shooter, you're gonna see your load times degrade. Like, you're gonna literally be sitting at a screen that says waiting for players. The reason you see that screen in some games is because you gotta literally wait for the last gen players to load their game. The load screens are gonna be dumbed down for you, but yeah, that's just the way it is, because you know they're supporting both or all platforms. Just like Dead by Daylight, even though the game's enhanced, like, we're not seeing improved load screens because we literally gotta wait for everybody on their PS4s, their Xbox Ones, and Nintendo Switch, which is probably the worst load screens of them all, just to load the game up, so the next gen people can actually load into the game. Like, it could be a lot smoother with the load screens. I think the load screens is like the biggest thing for me, like when cross-platform plays and all. So yeah, cool, that's cool and all, just deal with the load screens. I understand people rather just deal with the load screens, but we're never going to get like next gen online games, fully next gen online games, until we dump the last gen people out of our queue. And that's just facts. Next gen it's been here. It's just, unfortunately, cross gen games hamper the enjoyment of next gen games, especially like the online multiplayer games. Now, games like Battlefield 2042, which I like to mention because everybody still hates the game. I love the game. See, they had the cojones to say, hey, we're gonna make a specific version for Battlefield 2042. They could have been like, well, the 64 player lobbies could have been cross-platform, but they don't even do that. They're like, okay, only Xbox Series consoles versus PlayStation 5s and PCs. Now, what that does in turn makes the load screens better. Everybody's more on a, I guess you could say, a fair playing field when it comes to like frame rates and stuff and graphics, versus if you had the last gen people, like, the graphics might be dumbed down. Well, they will be dumbed down, but they'd have like lower frame rates, so they'll complain. And you know, not only that, but like the foliage will probably be lesser, so they'll probably have like like literal advantage when it comes to like foliage. It'll probably be less of it, so that also creates like a gameplay that does create gameplay issues, especially if we had to deal with that, as well as load screens. Like I said earlier, it's just like that to me is like one of the worst things. But yeah, enough ranting about that. So we have a AEW pay-per-view. I'm a wrestling fan, So I'm gonna look at this card right here, and I'm gonna give you my opinions on who I think is gonna win the match. First off, we have MJF versus Bryan Danielson. I think some shenanigans are gonna happen in this match, but overall, it is Iron Man match. But I do think that MJF is going to win. Bryan Danielson doesn't need to win in this. He's been around for a long time. I feel like to cement his legacy more, you have to, or like be a top player, I should say. MJF needs to actually win this match. You don't want him just like winning. He just won the title not long ago, so you kind of want him to win the match. Bryan Danielson can actually afford to lose it. For that reason alone, I'm going MJF. Then we have Jon Moxley, Hangman, and Page, Texas Death Match. Basically a no rules match. And yeah, these two have been fighting out for months now, back and forth. I don't know who's gonna win. I honestly think maybe Jon Moxley will probably win this match. I'm really toss up who can win this match. Hangman needs to win more, but I think they're just gonna give it to Jon Moxley anyway. So that's who I'm gonna go with. And then we got the AEW Trios Championship. Well, the Elite just won the titles back, so I'm not for sure if they're. But honestly, I think they probably gonna lose the match. You heard the little ding ding? That was my phone. I forgot to mute. God damn it. Anyways, I think the Elite's gonna actually lose against the House of Black, because the House of Black, they've been around, but they haven't had their push yet. They be like disappearing on and off TV. And I think they really need to win just to like put them up there like as main eventers. Like they can be main eventers. They can main event like TV shows. I'm not sure maybe like main event pay-per-views just yet, but they can like be on Dynamite main eventers like for weeks, like putting on classics. They're good. They're just good. I'll take away the Elite. They're good too, but I think we need a little change. And the House Black, they need their push, so I'm going with them for the win. We got Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. This is the TNT title, aka the title that gets tossed and thrown away every time it gets defended. Literally, in the sense that nobody ever hardly actually keeps the belt for long-term booking. And because Samoa Joe is also the ROH champion, I think Samoa Joe is going to step away from AEW TV for a little bit and just be solely ROH. So I think yet again the defending TNT champs can lose the title, and so Wardlow's going for the win. And we've got the AEW World Title Championship. Now, in a plot twist right here, I know Ruby Soho is the underdog in this match. Sarah, however you pronounce her name, I probably butchered it. Jamie Hayter and Ruby Soho. I'm gonna go with Ruby Soho as the oddball pick because a lot of people are like, she has no chance. But that's the thing. That's how you do it. You give the underdog essentially the chance to actually win it. Now I'm not gonna say she's gonna keep the title long. She might only keep it for a month or two. But I think Ruby Soho, she's busted her ass off her entire wrestling career. From when they were dogging her in WWE, didn't use her right at all. They've been using her mostly weekly on TV. She deserves to win the title, and I hope she does. So that's my pick. And then we got the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We got Jeff Jarrett, Jay Lethal versus the Guns versus the Acclaim versus Orange Cassidy and Danhausen, who I hope for goodness sake they don't win the match. I will have to say that I think the Guns are going to retain the titles. They just got them. Something's going to happen at the end of the match where they sneak their way for the pin. Like someone's going to get like pushed outside the ring ropes literally when I believe, I truly believe Danhausen is probably going to be the guy who gets pinned in this match. Something's going to happen to him. Maybe possibly the Acclaim does their finisher on him. And the Guns like come in the ring and like literally push one of them out and get the pinfall on Danhausen. I think that's how it's probably gonna go. And then we have everyone is banned from ringside. Chris Jericho, Ricky Stark, which has been a good feud, in my opinion. But Chris Jericho put Ricky Starks over. Chris Jericho has been putting a lot of superstars over, like Action and Andretti. Like that guy showed up out of nowhere and he literally put him over. Jericho saw something good in this guy. Jericho don't need to win. Give Ricky Starks the win, so I'm gonna give it to Ricky Starks. the final burial, which was just literally announced. Basically, it's gonna be a buried alive match. If you don't know the story, Jack Perry's dad died, which was Luke Perry. This feud's been going around for months now. Jack Perry and Chris Cage. The reason the match actually never happened is because Christian Cage actually got injured or had an arm injury, a legit arm injury. So he started feuding with his old tag team partner, Luchasaurus. So Christian Cage finally came back. We're going to have a match, which is essentially a buried alive match. The reason it's a buried alive match is because Christian made fun of Jack Perry's dad, who passed away. Like that's like an asshole move to make. So basically, Jack Perry said, you know what, we're going to have essentially a buried alive match. And Jack Perry said to Christian that Christian's going to see his dad down there soon. So, which is a little crazy to me, but yeah. And then that's the entire card right there. And then we got the pre-show match, the trios match, which was also announced yesterday on Rampage. I don't care for this match at all. Looks like a bunch of jobbers and the varsity city athletes. Who the hell is that? Probably some YouTube people. I don't know. Mark Briscoe and Lucha Brothers gonna win this easily. It's not even a competition. That is like the most obvious win match here. Oh, I forgot to say who's gonna win the Jack Perry match. I'm gonna give it to Christian because I think Luchasaurus is probably gonna come back because yeah, he's been missing. And he's looking for revenge on Jack Perry, who actually beat him. So yeah, anyways, that's the actual final card right there. That happens this Sunday, March 5th. Can't wait. Hope everybody enjoyed this video today. I enjoy making these videos when I possibly can. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Until next time, J Mart out. Like.